Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story.
It's week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. Great game in store for y'all. And it comes your way next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Spot in front of a misting fan or an air condition is the best way to take in this one. Hi, folks. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, you played plenty of football down in the South. It's one of those hot days that is just about survival for the players.
It really is, and I can tell you, it's so funny, Mike. You would go through all of offseason, all of training camp, in these same hot conditions, but for some reason, on game day, when it's this hot, it just feels different. You're uncomfortable. You're worried.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. Result over first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, bad plays, good weeks.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop the throw. Quick throw here is complete. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. Here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Third and goal. Back to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The visitors' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion now is White. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Here's their punter now. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. That's out quickly, and it is caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the top, he's got it.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and his guys are out to a 10-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over just before the half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Hutchinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's into traffic, but taken in. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the visitors are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Next.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll try the right side this time. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field. Simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Back to the air one more time. And he's in.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The extra point is good, and his guys move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. They've got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
A run now on 2nd down. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
3rd and long. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
I'll give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion now is White. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So now this team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
At their 48-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 3.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
To the ground, a 1st down run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law.